Boom. Okay, I think we nailed it. I think we nailed the intro. Let me check. All right, trying something new this morning, guys. Like, right into it. Right into the live. Okay. So going right into the live, it means you got to put up with me just rambling for a minute while I fire off some tweets, but enjoy the jam, I guess, right? Great to see you, cats, though. Welcome over on the YouTube side. Welcome, fam. It's Monday, May 10th. Oh, it's flying. I mean, we're just flying through the year. We're like almost a quarter of the way through the year, which is unfreaking believable. And I know the market's not where we want to see it. In fact, it's far from where we want to see it, man. Boy, we're going to take a look at the Fear Greed Index. You're probably pretty dialed in the prices here too, and you're maybe feeling a kind of way about it. Don't be. We'll get into that. Guys, make sure you're subscribed here to SlamX Official on YouTube. If you can't catch the shows live, go catch the replays right over there. Talking about the morning show, Chain Reactor, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Also the afternoon show. It's called The Swarm Report. Catch that at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Live on Abstract, live on X, and live over on YouTube again. There we go. There we go. Cats, I think it works. I appreciate you testing that with me. There you go. All right, guys, let's get into the show. Going to move a little quicker today. We're testing. You'll notice this over the next few days, and even, again, the intro here. Testing just some new things, minor things, but you'll feel pace is a little different. So let's get into the damn thing. Of course, make sure you're following CryptoSlam.io over on X. A lot coming, guys, a lot coming. You saw the start of it last week with the launch of the Swarm. Big changes coming to what CryptoSlam is and what CryptoSlam is going to be, and what CryptoSlam is a part of, guys. That's including Slam AI. Make sure you follow SlamAI_XYZ and keep up with everything happening in the AI ecosystem over there. Incredible stuff on the horizon. But yeah, that started last week with the launch of the Swarm. That's the flagship agent of Slam AI. TGE was, my goodness, was it Wednesday? Wednesday with Vader as their EAO number 2. Great launch. Lightning quick launch. Awesome to see. And hey, the market is what the market is, and yet I think the Swarm's looking pretty darn awesome, all things considering. We'll check that chart in a minute, guys. Lastly, make sure you follow me at Hudah_idiot. I'll keep you updated on everything going on there in the space course in these shows too, but give a follow over there. All right, have a look at the Swarm here. Now, we're not going to get deep into charts here today, because it's going to look the same across the board. In fact, there's one of my favorite tokens out there called ARC, and the chart looks like an ARC. Across the board, that's what you're going to see here in crypto. And so, with the Swarm launching at a 300K market cap, seeing it hanging right here around $1 million, happy with that. And of course, big announcements on the way here, guys. Terminal access. Can't wait to show you guys that. Along with another airdrop update. More to come in the Swarm ecosystem. So appreciate you guys being patient with that. But just know there's a lot more coming, announcements and features going live. Really excited to get into that with you guys. Maybe have an update for you on the Swarm report here, but just know that this is stuff that is it's front and center for the devs behind the scenes, and me too. So we'll keep you posted, guys, there. Let's get into the market here, guys, and we're going to cover right off the bat, instead of doing crypto and then talking stories and then NFTs and talk, we're going to look at the market across the board here to start, across all sectors here. And you feel it out there on the timeline. It's fear. It's FUD. You're not hearing a lot of positive things, or actually, I should actually clarify that. You're hearing a lot of positive things. You're not seeing it reflected in the market here yet. You're not seeing it yet. Because you see right here the Fear Greed Index, guys, all the way down to 17. This is extreme fear territory, guys. And this is, guys, man, darn near a year-and-a-half low point for the crypto market. Coming off of all this great news last week, I'm talking executive order to create the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. I'm talking the first ever White House Crypto Summit. And there's some big things that came out of that. I think it's not getting talked about enough, but some big things came out of that. We'll touch on in a moment here. But right now, the market is fearful, and maybe rightfully so. Tariffs, economy, that's what's driving this market here now. In the market, you see it right in front of you. Bitcoin down to 82K, ETH at 2,100, Solana 128. It's not feeling great. It's not looking great. Bitcoin down over 10% in the past 7 days. Same with ETH. Ripple 220, it's down over 16%. Solana down 20% here, guys. Now, you see some of your top performers here in the past 24 hours in crypto. Athena on top here. Up 6%. Story IP, guys. Some of us got a nice little Story IP stimmy just a couple weeks back, up 4.4%. Like that ecosystem. Pepe also up 3.5%. Look at Sheeb. I'm skipping Mantle, but look at Sheeb. You have two of the biggest meme coins in the world actually are some of our top performers in the past 24 hours. And Pi Network, which you could kind of look at like a meme coin, kind of. I know it's not, but you know, at this point, that value's mimetic. I'll say this. Similar to Ripple in a way. Similar. Very mainstream kind of token. Very OG. Looking at the ETF, starting with Bitcoin, 409 million outflows. That's on Friday. Big day of outflows, and that follows, at this point, the trend of at least the past month. Big outflows in Bitcoin. And the same on the ETH side here, too. 23.1 million outflows. So not quite as bad as the Bitcoin side, but still we're just almost primarily seeing outflows in the ETFs here. We watch that for a turnaround. Over on the AI ecosystem, guys, and we'll check into this daily as part of the morning update here. But the AI market cap, look, for me, it was noteworthy when it fell below $5 billion last week, and now we're deeper in the red. 4.29 billion market cap. This, again, is across the AI ecosystem. That's including agents, infrastructure, DeFi AI. All three sectors taking a beating right now. Top coins by market cap over in AI, it's Virtuals on top, followed by Fartcoin, AI16Z, Cheems, and then Act will stop at just 5 there. Actually, we have to point out AIXBT, which is, if that doesn't sum up the space here, and I don't care what sector, if it's crypto, NFT, AI, AIXBT really represents all that. From a billion market cap now down to 97 mil market cap. Wild to see. Surprising, no. Shocking, yes. If that makes sense. It's a pretty telling thing to see that token at that price, man, at that market cap. Wild. Over in NFTs, 10.5 mil in cross-chain sales yesterday. Sellers up, buyers down. Both those go in the wrong direction. Transactions up, average sale price down, and then trade profits, like we're expecting, about $1 million in the negative. And then in the weekly view, another down week, just over 100 mil in cross-chain sales again. For the week, it is our lowest sales volume of the year. Lowest sales volume going all the way back to November. So it's a pretty interesting low, considering we're supposed to be in a bull market. We may be soon at the point where we maybe officially declare we're not in a bull market anymore. I'm not ready to say that yet, but we're absolutely getting close to that. We are. And it's also fair to say this time is different, and I don't think we have a typical 4-year cycle. I do think that's becoming pretty clear here. Still in the weekly view, sellers down on the week, buyers down on the week, transactions down slightly on the week. And how about those trade profits? Still in the negative, actually moved up, though. So 9.1 mil of negative trade profits. Not as bad as 13.6 the prior week. So if we're looking for any kind of silver lining, well, you're not quite finding it there, still positive direction. Top collections move in the market here in the past 24 hours. In NFTs, it's D-Market on top, followed by Courtyard, Paradise. I'm not sure this collection. I'm not sure. That'll take a little digging. Base Ape, though. We'll skip the BRC20s. Pudgy Penguins in the top 10. And look, there's a lot of interesting collections here that are probably going to take a little digging. Maybe a little... Look, if they're not collectibles or traditional NFTs, we're probably going to hide them. Count the volume still, but let's get to our traditional NFT collections. Gilded Guardian Heroes, SMB, OMB. There we go. An interesting looking leaderboard. In fact, I want a chaos mode toggle on the site. I think we're looking closer to chaos mode right here, right now. By the way, over on YouTube, Steve, good morning. Cutie, good morning. And Murray, GMs to you guys. Great seeing you. Of course, I'm dropping the abstract link, streaming over there too. And our top sales in the past 24 hours, a big one. Actually, a few big ones in the past few days. Even I'm gonna show more like a 7-day view here. But in the past 24 hours, look at that great CryptoPunk top hat visor. It's Punk 638 selling for 76 ETH, guys, $161,000. It's a big Punk sale. And what you are seeing now is people going and collecting grails. A lot of first-time Punk buyers are going in for punks that they think really are on discount. I know that might sound funny with a price like that, but a punk like that, it's probably a fair price, if not maybe a slight bargain now in the right market. But great to see. Now, a few days ago, we saw this hoodie punk sell. It's a nice one, guys. 160 ETH, $342,000 on that guy, but at a huge loss. Huge loss. That one was held 3.5 years, sold at a significant ETH loss, but also USD value, $1.2 million loss in USD. Yikes. Again, looking for things that sum up the market. You could say that also, like AIXBT does perfectly here. Crazy stuff. Back to the market and the extreme fear we're in. Those tokens are taking a beating. I mean, you see the chart, you look at, we were on CoinGecko, you see it. Everything is down, everything is beat up. Because there's fear that there's no end in sight for this. There's no catalyst. There's no short-term catalyst that turns this market around. In fact, why wouldn't you be fearful if we've only had the most bullish news we've ever seen in crypto and the market can't even find stability? Extreme fear makes a lot of sense here. And so does the thought that we go deeper into that fear territory. But guys, I got to point this out. This is not necessarily money leaving the ecosystem, which is a different story. If that happens, yikes. But instead, the total market cap of stablecoins just keeps going up and up. It's over 200 billion right now, guys, meaning people, yes, might be pulling out of the cryptos, majors, altcoins, of course, out of memes, but they're in stables. They're still in crypto. And so you have hundreds of billions of dollars still here in crypto on the sidelines, ready and waiting for the right policies. And we know it's coming. So if something can stop the fear and stop the bleeding out that's happening in the market, it could be a story like that. Because again, guys, nothing but good news out there. Nothing but good news. Last week, executive order to create officially the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. It was huge news. And along with that, the United States digital asset stockpile, both major things. United States becoming the crypto capital of the world, on its way to becoming the crypto capital of the world. And of course, the market didn't love it, but that doesn't mean it can't take away from the fact that it is, guys, the most bullish environment we've ever seen for crypto. It is by every metric you can imagine here. And you don't have long to look back, right? We've got, a little over a decade, but we've never had an administration and an environment more friendly to crypto. We never have. And that includes the crypto summit we saw. The White House Crypto Summit, an incredible thing. And you know what? Like the executive order for the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, we didn't get the one thing the market wanted, which is, hey, we're buying Bitcoin and we're buying this much Bitcoin. We didn't get it. We didn't get it at the Crypto Summit either, guys. We didn't get it. And that is what traders are waiting for. If you're waiting for one thing, it's that. But a lot of speculation comes from it. Speculation that maybe, this is coming from Standard Charter, it's that maybe we sell off some of our gold reserves to buy Bitcoin. I think this is already shot down, that it doesn't stop people from speculating on it. But at the summit, a lot of talk about stable coins, which is great. I actually think, well, we've talked about this before. Stable coins will be one of the primary, growth sectors we'll see in crypto this cycle. In fact, there's a stable coin war. But yes, talk here about stable coins, using them to keep the US dollar dominant, all while Europe is pushing to roll out, and this is probably going to happen by the end of the year, guys, their own CBDC. What our government has said we'll never do in Europe, that looks like it's going to become a reality this year from the European Central Bank. Yikes. Now, the summit was great as far as fun. We heard lots of bullish stuff. Trump saying, hey, we're never going to sell, never sell your Bitcoin. It's a thing we say. And talked about how much Bitcoin the United States government has sold already. A ton of it, guys. Billions worth. And that comes to an end. And it's all while Michael Saylor's bull talking Bitcoin to the Trump administration, guys, talking about the potential for us to make trillions of dollars, guys. Now, we're not talking in the millions. We're not talking in the billions. Now we're talking in the trillions. Trillions by 2045. If you follow Michael Saylor's plan, which is acquire 5 to 25% of the Bitcoin network. Look, he's just talking high. Like Trump, you talk a big game and you negotiate down. What we're seeing there, it's pretty great. The most bullish thing we saw all of last week, though, out of everything that came out of the summit or the executive order related to banking here in the United States. Banks can now custody crypto, offer crypto services to customers, and banks can now be validators on blockchains, earn fees. We know projects that are validators, CyberKong's validators on the Ronin blockchain, right? They stake their money and they earn fees when someone uses them as a validator. Awesome stuff. Now banks can get in, and this is exactly where I think that banking is going, at least going to start dabbling in it. But I think that maybe mass adoption, like I'm talking like real mass adoption from, your friends, your family, it comes maybe through their local bank, the bank that they're familiar with, that they banked with for decades. Could be where. That could be where. Just a quick heads up, guys. On Abstract, I think I'm not seeing comments still. So I'm going to manually refresh over there. I want to see your comments, but just if you drop a comment and I don't reply, just know that it's because I might not be seeing it, but I appreciate you guys. That I'm telling you, that I think is the most bullish thing to come out of the past week. It's banking. It's banking. Incredible stuff. Now there's talk about FIFA, right? We've got the FIFA tournament. Dude, I'm so out of touch. I can't even remember if that's the right term for the FIFA World Cup tournament, right? There we go. Coming to the United States next year. And talk here at the Crypto Summit about a FIFA coin, an official FIFA coin. I would probably place a big bet that will actually happen. If we're talking about next year, that's around the time I think we're going to get a really, really incredible turnaround in this market. And I do think it's later this year too, by the way. Strongly think later this year. Big turnaround in the market. But also next year, I wouldn't be shocked if we have a very hot year for crypto. Not a 4-year cycle anymore. Something that gets dragged out in more over 5-6 years. We see some incredible growth. But look, even at the state level, this is where things are happening too. Last week, we talked about Texas and their Bitcoin strategic reserve. It passed their Senate. Now it just needs to pass the House. They might be the first to implement officially the state level strategic reserve. The United States beat everybody. At the national level, beat everybody. Now it's up to the states. Utah was looking like one that was going to get theirs passed, maybe ahead of Texas. Not anymore, guys, because they did pass a blockchain bill, but they dropped the strategic Bitcoin reserve. That's not happening anymore in Utah, at least this year. So this maybe needs to get proposed again separately. I don't know if they have to wait another year for a new proposal, but it's off the table here in Utah. So take another one off the board. We're now 0 for 5. 0 for 5 with states that have already voted it down. Maybe it's 0 for 4, but not great. That said, some of these states will get it passed because it's so obvious where this is going. I keep saying that because it's so obvious. And you see it reflected in something like Gemini. Gemini, who's getting ready for an IPO. Do we have investors that are hungry to invest in crypto again? Not via crypto itself, but through companies, through platforms. Maybe. I think it's a big, big indicator. And it will be, depending on how that IPO goes. But just as big of an indicator is Coinbase's plans to hire 1,000 new U.S. employees. And this is entirely because of that crypto summit in the executive order last week. Right? Very clear to them what the regulatory environment's going to be like here. And they're going to take full advantage. They're going to build. They're going to grow. And it is the single biggest thing that we've been missing here the past few years under Gensler. Just got to think back to, by the way, what's happened here in just the past 2.5 months. Gary Gensler gone. Strategic Bitcoin reserve created, digital asset stockpile created, and now companies free to grow, free to build, free to innovate. Can't wait. There's a chance, too, this recession, or, well, what people think is an incoming recession, may not happen. I'm not going to play these clips. I want to keep moving quickly, but I'm going to come back to these things. But there is something big happening out there. We feel it in our wallet. You feel it when you go to the store. But there's a chance that that worst-case scenario of what people are saying is coming doesn't come. And I think it might not, guys. I think it may not come. Donald Trump also talking about, and this is actually a really telling video. telling us what's going to come on the other side of this difficult period, and that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I think is going to play out a booming economy, a crypto market that's roaring, all because of the innovation that's come into the States here, crypto capital and AI capital of the world. And it actually is being set up by these tariffs. We'll come back to that video clip. But if you're kind of doom and gloom right now, I don't know. Some of these comments make me a little more bullish, and I'm just looking past all this. These other factors, these other indicators are really lining up for something special coming. Money supply. We looked at this last week, global M2. It's getting near an all-time high, and it's growing at the fastest pace it's grown in 30 months. Bitcoin price, I would say, look, I was going to say usually follows M2. It doesn't usually. It almost always does. And so we're watching the price of Bitcoin to catch up to global M2. It's to me, it's not an if. It's a when. Right now is a great time, though, to focus on, well, quality. It is, right? CZ tweeting in crypto, too much time chasing small gains, quick gains. It's time to focus on teams who have been here, teams who are not leaving here, teams who are building. And that's the smartest plays and maybe the safest plays to make your investments, guys. I think it's clear. Look how many things go to whatever, hundreds of millions, if not in the billions, and then poof. You start at the right price and you let very organic things happen. You find the real value and you find it much faster. I like that. Only problem, people really aren't going to listen. They're not. We go and we chase the things, the hot shiny thing, and we do get a hot shiny thing here in meme coins just over the weekend. This is actually pretty wild. Okay, look, the family of the Doge dog, Kobosu, remember, got a new family member last year. That was Nero. And this weekend, another new family member, another sweet doggo. What's this one's name? Was it Coco? Hang on, let me find the name. Kokoro. We have another official coin in the Doge family. It's pretty awesome. Now, man, again, it's such a different market now. So different. When a coin like this comes out and in the right market, hundreds of millions for its market cap, just like Nero did. And Kokoro did get to 100 mil before pulling back to, and we can peek at this after, but I think 20, 30 mil is about where it's at now. But another major coin launch, and in a way, I respect that it doesn't matter the market. You have something you want to launch, you launch it. The market figures it out, and figures it out over time. And especially if you're just always here, put it out over time. It'll do its thing organically. And people are going to chase if and when this comes, but the Kanye coin. And so we saw this. Was this Friday? I think it was Friday. We got this video that's tweeted out by Kanye. Him hanging out with Ansem. You guys know Ansem, Crypto Bro. And so they're hanging out and they're chatting meme coins. And look, it's a matter of time also before Kanye puts out a token. I hope he's studying, and I think he is. I hope he's studying blockchain, and I hope he's going to integrate it into his music somehow. As simple as sell your album for some crypto. I like it. I think that would work. But just know he's not gone. He's sitting, waiting, learning. And I think we'll see that Kanye coin before long. What was it? The Bank of Yeezy. I think it's going to happen. And I agree with Ansem here that Kanye is a different kind of dude who's got a different kind of reach. And he's a different cultural figure. He could do something really, really major with crypto. And he could bring people in. And I'm not going to assume it's bad for this space. I'm not going to assume. Some developments over in NFTs. Look, Taproot Wizards are really ramping up the comms. We know Quest 5 is coming. Quest 5, participate in Discord. You don't have to own their Quantum Cats to participate. But if you participate in their quest, you maybe get a chance at a whitelist for Taproot Wizards. And I think these are coming soon. Based on maybe things that I can't. I'm not going to say. But I'll just say, I think Taproot Wizards are coming soon. I don't know for sure, but I think soon. I'm talking maybe in the next 4-ish weeks, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. What I do know for sure, the Good Vibes Club mints tomorrow. That's a hot collection. Look, you get a collection like this that's got, I'm not going to call it cabal, but partnered with Super Rare. They definitely have an automatic user base that has got maybe a little more wealth, maybe. Look, I keep flip-flopping if I even like the looks of these. I think I do. But anyway, these are actually minting tomorrow. Again, partnered with Super Rare. I question a lot about this collection. I do. I mean, in the making for years, I instantly start thinking, well, did you just miss the market? Now you're waiting for whatever now to launch it? Not like the market's good now, but I don't think these kind of projects take years to build out. I don't know. There's a lot. I question a lot with this collection. That said, people love it. At times I look at it and I think it looks great. I think they look cool. But it is a big mint. So when we get these big mints, I watch them. Helps me measure the market. Where are we at? Where are traders at? How willing are they to spend? And we'll definitely be watching that one tomorrow. So yes, again, Tuesday, March 11th. Big mint, hot mint. Over on ETH was going to be abstract. Now is on ETH. So we'll keep an eye on that. Steady Teddy's had an announcement this weekend. In fact, they launched their whitelist checker just on Saturday. I made it. I was so worried I wasn't going to make it, but I did make it. That said, man, these AI agents. Yeah, I'm tying agents to this because AIXBT tweets out that Steady Teddy's canceled their mint. And he's wrong. They no canceled mint. You know, maybe there was an expectation that the mint was going to happen this past weekend, and that's not what it was. It's them engagement farming. They're great. They're the best at it. But Steady Teddy's didn't cancel their mint. They put out the whitelist checker. The end. Mint's coming. And AIXBT, again, he gets it completely wrong. And then he doubles down on it, too. And if you, I got to say, man, you wonder why some of the prices are doing what they're doing in AI. Again, the market is what it is. Across the board, everything's down. But people kind of losing confidence in AIXBT when they realize, man, it is still just an agent that's tweeting. And it's tweeting for engagement. And it doesn't, man, you can't believe what it says. It's a problem. It's why the swarm matters so much. I mean this. That at least you know the data is coming from the blockchain and you know it's correct. AIXBT getting it wrong a lot. Still agents. I'm going to ask your thoughts on some of this when we get to the tail end. Again, moving quickly. But yeah, some people don't love agents here on the timeline. It does add chaos. Look, again, getting tweets with bad info, bad data, and then all these tokens coming from agents. Now Grok, right? Grok, like from XAI, kind of created his first coin. Now, I don't want to say autonomously he made his own coin. He actually just, somebody was tweeting at him, and they got him to suggest a coin name. So he didn't create this, but it is the very first Grok inspired token. It's called DRB. It's called Debt Relief Bot. That is out. That is live. That got to, what market cap? It's at an 11 mil market cap. It got higher than that. I want to say it got to like 20. But Gronk's out there tweeting, guys, and I won't be shocked to see more coins in the Grok ecosystem. Actually, I say that now I remember he actually inspired probably 4 or 5 other ones. So a lot of coins now from Grok. DRB, biggest one. I don't know. I don't agree with CZ here. CZ saying he thinks X should ban bots. He wants to interact with humans here. He doesn't want to, like, even the automated tag isn't good enough. Look, they should give you an option to filter automated, like a drop down in your settings. You don't want to see automated tweets ever. I get it. I think that's fair. I get it. And it also is, it's a potential black swan event for these agents. You know, the ones that their primary purpose is just tweeting, it's a problem for them if they're ever limited like that. Now, I don't think Elon's ever going to go that way. Remember, he met with some of the leaders from the AI industry, including Shaw, and I think the Vader guys he met with, right? And he's talking to them like, I think X is going to be a playground for AI as well. Maybe there's a split, like a fork, and a version of it that's AI plus humans and one that's just you. There's something there, because I get it. But I do think AI agents have a bit of a problem here that there's so many people who don't want to see that. So we'll keep our eyes there. We'll keep our eyes on that. What's up, Smokey? What's up, Chris? Great to see you, man. Great to hang on. Our boy Chris is back. It's good to see you, man. Mike Bennett, GM sir, good to see you. Bang, good morning. Great seeing you, boys. But dude, these AI coins, just look, if they never existed, a lot of people would have a lot more money than they probably have right now. This is just a quick peek at Cerebro. Look at that. I mean, you're going to see that in every chart. You're going to see that in just about every chart, but we're seeing the real value of these things come out. And look, we knew it. We already knew what these things would really be worth. We get a speculative bubble, what happens, I get it. And we get what happens when that bubble pops, and we go on price discovery mode, and we're seeing that. Cerebro, is that down to a 30 mil market cap now? And much further to fall if so. But brutal. And expect to see a lot more of that till, until something. Again, we don't have a catalyst in sight in the short term. Rate cuts, maybe, and they're probably not going to happen, but maybe rate cuts coming. I doubt it yet. We do more tokens coming, guys. We've got Bubble Maps with their token launching tomorrow. Okay, interesting. I don't know what we'll do with that. I don't know that it has a bright future ahead of it. Tough market to launch it. And to that I say, like we launched Swarm, you launch it. If you got a product there, launch it. Market will figure it out. So I'm rooting for those guys. Their tokens coming. I'm also rooting for, guys, this was big news last week. Binance changing how they list tokens. I think we even talked about this maybe Thursday or Friday, but I love it. I got to highlight some more things about Binance, what they're doing right. This is the right thing to do. Basically listing coins by committee. I think that's fantastic. And CZ even tweeted, I'm not going to put the tweet up here, I got to find it, but CZ tweeted that he's expecting the Bitcoin guys to go nuts. If this is by committee, by voting, maybe there's like in a way a DAO and there's certain voters, but we might finally see some runes with a major T1 listing because of this. It's really big news. If it's a vote to list, and if Bitcoin isn't excluded, runes aren't excluded, we may see runes listed sooner rather than later, and that'd be incredibly bullish for that ecosystem. And also, Binance is tackling bad market makers, manipulators. Great. That'd be great. And they already did take one out. It's called Shell. It's a market maker over on the Binance chain. Gone. Took them out. I love that. Would like to see more of that. But also, I don't know if Wintermute's included there. I don't know. Again, we go back to Marty Party, who tweets about this stuff a lot. And there is a lot of manipulation going on. So Marty's pointing out here, it's still going on, but we may be heading the other way at this point. So Marty pointing out, the exchanges to market makers winding down, they're starting to buy back the asset at these lows. This is interesting, and you got to think of this too, guys. These exchanges buy crypto too, right? And they bought all the way down in the 60s, and they sold all the way in the hundreds and 90K, everything we've seen here recently. Right now, there's more stable coins being sent to the market makers than assets. So, right? So it's more stable coins than crypto, Bitcoin, ETH, Sol. More than that is stable coins. They send it to the market makers. The market makers are now going out and buying these cryptos. They're going to do it again. They're going to do the same thing again. They're going to buy up crypto at these levels. And if they fall, great. They'll buy it even cheaper. They're going to buy it. They're going to hold it. They're going to dump this all at 115, 120, 125K, whatever it is, or wherever we find our new top. Better believe these market makers will be selling at that point too. They're in this game to make money. The exchanges too. This is the dirty part of the game, is the exchanges are trading. They're not regulated. Here in the States, they are, I think. But dirty game point there is it might be buy time. It might be, for them it is, and that's what we're looking for. Jupiter, a rough stretch, guys. Smokey, exactly. Binance is the manipulators. It's exactly right. They are trading against us, which is a big old problem. It is. The Jupe token obliterated. A all-time low? Yeah, looks like it. Again, I think we touched on this at some point. Maybe it's because we did over the weekend. It feels really fresh, but maybe not here on Chain Reactor. The Jupe token all-time low, and look, still from the Libra scandal. I think that is part of the impact. Of course, the rest of the market, the macro environment is affecting this too. Absolutely. But also, Jupiter has a buyback program. Smokey probably knows more about this, but a buyback program, and I think that, those kind of mechanics to keep the price up. Not a comment on their product. I think the product's great. But demand for that product's definitely going to go down. It is going down. I don't think we've seen the end of the Libra fallout. I do think there's some problems there. When you got characters that are too close to a guy like Hayden Davis, and is this Ben? Yeah, there's Ben. Ben is very involved. I think it was really clear that Ben was very involved in the insider trading. I don't think these guys are, I don't know. I'm not going to say they're not going to make it out of this. That would be foolish to say. I have no idea. But I do think there's more that's going to come out where there was a lot more going on. A lot more going on there. People right now are arguing about, team pay and stuff. I don't care about that stuff. Let them get paid. It's actually pretty normal. But that's what people are fighting about. It's kind of silly. By the way, I think some comments are starting to load here. CA and X for the swarm. Mesh, one sec. I'll get to that for sure. For sure. Pudgy Penguins launched a Telegram. Pretty cool. I actually need to hop in there, but that's great. Official Telegram. Just feels, but I feel like they're getting close to releasing some stuff, whether it's news or new product stuff, and of course, Abstract ramping up. Loving it over there. Michael Saylor raising $21 billion more to buy more Bitcoin. God bless that man. Top blast this. Like he does. Like he does. And Steak and Shake wondering if they should start accepting Bitcoin. Well, I think they should. I definitely think they should. We will see with that. All right, so again, a little quicker, if anybody who joined like part of the way through, just an attempt to get through the main stories, topics a little quicker. And I'm going to work on that too, by the way. Now we can get a little casual. Now I can look through some comments. But I'm going to try to tighten up the main part of the show. In fact, I'd love feedback too. What I want to tighten up is get through the intro. By the way, here, this is for you over on Abstract. Here's the Swarm X account. Okay, there's X, and I'll drop you the CA. There's the Swarm CA. Boom. So what I want to do, guys, again, I want to spend more time in the evening prepping like a nice format. Do my own TA as well, because I usually reference tweets out there, which is awesome. But I really want to start just doing my own TA on this stuff. But anyway, get through the intro with that shit. Get through the market. You notice how today I did the crypto market, AI, and NFTs all together? Like normally I have them split throughout the show. Just kind of hit the market up front. Hit all the actual numbers here. Get through the market. And then top stories and move faster through the stories. I don't think I nailed that today. But maybe I want to pick just the top 5 headlines and do those quick. So market, top headlines. And then we get to what we normally do, which is talk about, what's going on out there. I think that's where I want it to go. Again, today was like a little in between. I didn't quite get that, but I think that's what the goal is going to be for this. Smokey. What do I use to stream? StreamYard. Super easy, dude. StreamYard. Like, easy. It's like all super intuitive. So definitely, if you're going to be streaming, dude, grab StreamYard, or there's something called Restream, which is like same thing. Like different company, but like same kind of tool. Like piece of cake. All right, I want to see who else is here. By the way, Awful Eye, I don't remember if I said GM, but great to see you, man. And yeah, the markets are bad. I actually think they're fine. I'm being totally honest. I think you got a bunch of, I don't want to say new people. This is mostly manipulation. You do have a lot of people who are just properly spooked. I get it. But we've never had a more bullish environment. I just know that at some point, in the blink of an eye, it's going to change, right? At some point, like instantly, it's going to change. And when it does, man, look out. Just look out. When it changes, it's going to change. By the way, thumbnail today's on point. It's ridiculous, but there you go. So stupid. Good Lord. Incredible things. I'm still looking at a little pudgy, by the way, guys. I threw some offers on some little pudgies, trying to get that I really need to get it locked in today, so I've been throwing offers out there. XP drop XP drops tomorrow on Abstract, so I'm trying to get the little locked in today, get that multiplier. I'm not going to force it. I don't care if I missed out on XP for a couple weeks, so no biggie. But we'll see. Now, I want to go back and play some of those clips, by the way. Howard Lutnick and then the Trump clip, why I'm so bullish on what's coming here. Awful, it's just like being able to this is all noise. Just noise out there. It's just noise that if you can just kind of pass through it and don't let it affect you, and what it's affecting a lot of people, it is. Some people can't block out the noise. Some people don't understand that there's another side to this that's coming. Maybe they didn't live through a prior cycle. They didn't feel the bull market before. But yeah, here's Howard Lutnick talking about that there won't be a recession. I actually think I agree, and it's after Trump's comment. We'll get into that.
Trump has said, you want to charge us 100%? We're going to charge you 100%. And you know what they say? They say, no, no, no.
Hang on. Let me get that at the start.
Anybody who bets against Donald Trump, it's like the same people who thought Donald Trump wasn't a winner a year ago. Donald Trump is a winner. He's going to win for the American people. That's just the way it's going to be. There's going to be no recession in America. What there's going to be is global tariffs are going to come down because President Trump has said, you want to charge us 100%? We're going to charge you 100%. And you know what they say? They say, no, 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 don't charge us 100%. We'll bring ours down. We'll unleash America out.
Drop King, dude, thank you very much. Over on Abstract. Appreciate you. Thank you, man.
To the world, grow our economy in a way we've never grown before. You are going to see over the next 2 years the greatest set of growth coming from America as Americans. You saw it, 1.3 trillion of new investment coming in America. Think of all those jobs. And remember, each trillion of investment in America is 1% of growth GDP. So Donald Trump is bringing growth to America.
Look, I'm not a Trump guy. I'm not. I didn't vote for him. I'm not a big believer. I don't find he's super trustworthy. But I think it's obvious, there's a plan. These tariffs aren't real. Yeah, they're real and they have an impact right now, right? But there's some kind of purpose. There's a purpose to it. It's a leverage thing. It's the threat of tariffs, and what he's doing is getting other countries to lower their tariffs against us. He's matching their tariffs against us, putting it on them, and working to get these tariffs lowered that are levied on us. That's the game plan. And the other side of that equals more money here. Seems like a pretty solid game plan. Here's Trump talking about what's coming too.
All I know is this: we're going to take in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs, and we're going to become so rich, you're not going to know where to spend all that money. I'm telling you, you just watch. We're going to have jobs. We're going to have open factories. It's going to be great.
What was that? A $500 billion investment in AI here. What was that called again? Stargate Project. Stargate Project. Chris, again, I love that you're here. I do. But that's a super uninformed take saying that NFTs are creating the market for crypto. It's pretty uninformed. The NFT market is tiny, dude. Tiny. There was 10 mil in sales volume yesterday. The NFT market is not driving. NFTs could go bye-bye and you wouldn't even see an impact on crypto. That's not how it works, sir. No, and you're not wrong that it's a whole bunch of just speculation on crypto. But NFTs are not driving the demand for crypto at all. No, it's not. It's a literal non-factor. There's almost no volume. But I'll say it again. I'm glad you're here still. I am. I smiled seeing you pop up in the chat. I did. It's pretty cool. Speaking of NFTs though, why don't we take a look at that? Why don't we peek at Magic Eden? Why don't we look at how these floor prices are getting brutalized too? Because it's happening. Why don't you guys, hey, peek at Little Pudgies with me too. Let's see what I'm going to get here. Again, I threw some offers out there. I don't think I'll get any bites. Well, actually, maybe. We'll see. Starting on the Bitcoin side. By the way, again, I do think Taproot Wizards are coming, and I do not think they'll be cheap. They might be like 0.2 Bitcoin to mint. They might be 0.2 Bitcoin. Mike Bennett, there you go. Yes. Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think that's definitely part of it. Yeah. I don't think Trump is a very trustworthy guy. That's fair. I don't. But we'll see. Again, there's being a little naive, but I still wonder. Look, at this point, the guy's fighting for a different kind of legacy. And so, well, maybe. Again, Trump says what he needs to get, whatever base to like him. And it does change. That we've definitely seen. Oh, God, Chris. You are a simple man. And I love you. Whatever. Puppet's down to... Wow, dude. Puppet's down to 3,200. 0.039. Still well above mint. And it's very easy to overlook that, by the way. Same with node monks. Now, node monks are getting closer to mint price. These minted at 0.03. Still up, right? It's very easy to see that price and be like, well, they're down from what, 0.9? 0.04 still up from their mint price. If you minted, you're still up. Again, same with puppets. Same with quantum cats. Basically a 2x mint price. The big boys are up. DeYank, good morning, bro. Good morning. Great to see you, man. Let's see on the ETH side. Again, a lot of red. Not as bad as I was thinking. Again, as bearish as it is on the crypto side, I was wondering if we'd see more aggressive dumping in NFTs, and maybe not so much. Now, if we didn't have the abstract token to look forward to, probably Pudgy Pangas, it would be a different story, right? A lot of people still holding those Pudgies, little Pudgies, hoping to get a nice big ABS token allocation. So a little holding there. The same with Doodles, that probably a little more aggressive dumping there if they didn't have their Dude token coming. Checking the past week. Yeah, and okay, now if you look in the 7-day view, it's a little more extreme. A little more extreme. There we go. Pudgy's down 7.5%. Bored Ape's down just 5. Actually, that's kind of nice to see. Bored Ape's holding up decently. Okay, hang on. You got to give me this. Let me peek over little Pudgies. Let's peek at those boys. I just hope to see one of these offers accepted, but so I kind of slowed it down over the weekend as far as like this. Like I felt this like real need to like go just buy one, just buy it. And I'm like, no, it's pretty clear these are going to pull back quite a bit. Like we'd see them under 0.1. This is when they were like 0.11-ish, maybe a little under, but there they are. They are under 1 ETH now, 0.98 floor. You know, you guys have been on the other side of this when you're selling something. You know that feeling of when you know the market's not going to be there for you, right? And you get this little desperation and you got to play the undercutting game, right? Right? You can definitely feel that going on. And then you remember there's 21,000 of these. 21,000 of these. So I'm still okay holding out a little longer. And we wait. We wait because I do think they'll be undercutting each other a little more. Look, OpenSea rewards aren't enough to keep this afloat. Actually, speaking of OpenSea, we're still talking or thinking or wondering what are our short-term catalysts here. What is there? OpenSea is one of them. Look, it's a small one. But abstract token, OpenSea token, Dude token, like there's some things. Do they move the needle? You know, in this market, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Let me refresh over on abstract. Got to see who else might be here. And how are we looking back at crypto? Circling back here. Dude, it's gonna be a rough stretch. Chris seems like an angry dude. I'm by the way, I won't keep addressing Chris. We won't make it a Chris focused, show here, but man, oh man, he seems like an angry dude. Again, I still hope he sticks around, but Blake. Good to see you, bro. Hey, just so you know, Chris, you can actually get Pokemon NFTs, kinda. You might actually like that. Not official Pokemon NFTs, but NFTs that represent a physical Pokemon card. You can get that. That might be your cup of tea. Maybe that's how we get you in here, man. I don't think Pokemon cards are a bad investment. Some people can make a fortune here. Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out Chris's angle. Like, what gets him so angry about this stuff? That he sees a lot of money and... Look, okay, this will come out not exactly the way I mean it, but some people see others making money and it makes them feel a kind of way. And it doesn't mean it's because they can't do it. It's not because of that, but there's like, it gets people emotional when they see other people making it and they feel like maybe it's easy and it shouldn't be easy. And it's not fair. And it's, you know what I mean? And so it's not real. It's some weird way to like justify what they do and like illegitimize one thing because it makes their shit more legit. I don't know. Just a take. There's probably a lot going on there with Chris. Chris, you're wrong. I mean, that's a fact. No one wants a collectible they can't touch. The market is told you just don't want to listen. It's told you you're wrong. When there's hundreds of billions of dollars, are we in the hundreds of billions? Let's just say billions. The billions and billions of dollars being spent on them. You can have that take, but you're factually wrong. The market has told you people want collectibles that they can't touch. Go ask people from that, sad story. Lost their homes in the LA fires. They lost things they can never touch again. Might not have that problem with digital stuff. You're here because the algorithm didn't click the button for you, Chris. Now 2 days in a row, the algorithm didn't push the button for you, and it's not typing for you. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Look, Chris, I think you're a smart guy. You don't have smart takes, I can tell you that. Chris might be a Fed. No, Chris is I mean, again, please stick around. I think at some point you're not going to, but the algorithm ain't putting you here, bro. Weird take. Weird take, dude. Yeah, I like giving him the attention because I do like guys like that here. Keep us in check. Keep us guessing. But I like to be met with, like, good faith, like, attempts at it, too. And we're not going to get that from Chris. I know that we're not going to get it from Chris, but still, I do like it. He does like the attention. It's just, they're weird takes. I'll just say that. The algorithm put him here. The algorithm ain't keeping you here, Chris. So, do what you need, buddy. Chris, we're not going to... Well, I don't know if I'll keep addressing this. This is not educating you in an hour. Like here, I think this is one of your biggest misconceptions. You cannot learn crypto in an hour. You cannot learn crypto in a day. You can't. It probably takes months. I'll tell you this, man. There's a lot of terminology and technology that takes a long while. I don't care how techie you might be, and you might be super techie, right? I come from... you're not going to spam the chat. I'll tell you that, Chris. But I come from a technology background. I worked, yes, before crypto in technology. And so I know tech. I get tech. This stuff is pretty damn complicated. You can't learn it in a day. And you can't learn it if you're not coming in good faith to try to learn it. Can't. Yeah, he's just trolling. It's all good. Yeah, we'll move on from Chris because I don't think he's here to do anything but, I don't know, get some shit off his chest that's bugging him. Yeah. All right. Look, I think we're just going to peek at runes, and then we're out. So, okay, with a little change to the format, like I said, it leaves us with the end. I don't want to say topic list, but going back to, like, revisit some of the topics we touched on. I'm going to then save some of the stories going forward to talk about in the second half, right? Again, we're going to blitz through market and then headlines, but then get to riff on stuff. So let's finish looking at runes, and I'm scared to go look at total market cap because you see it right here just at the individual token level. Look at Dog, 187 mil market cap. I don't want to look at Gizmo, but I have to. It's like I'm going to force my eyes open and look. Oh my God, 2.8 mil. Dude, you know what? Cypher Genesis might be a big bummer. I think it's being worked on still, and I like that Butoshi guy a lot. Or is it Blutoshi? I like him a lot. I've not heard much out of that. Then again, up 16%. That might be a hell of a buy at 800K. That could be a hell of a buy at 800K. It's worth looking at because that was one of my picks here. Dude, no, why is rare? Oh, hang on. Is that Good Vibes Mint in rare? Why would rare be up 40%? The only thing I can think of is they mint that new collection in rare, but I don't know if that makes sense either. It's pretty interesting, though. Any idea why, Mike? Dude, look at that. Hang on. It's funny seeing it zoomed out. But, dude, yeah, that's pretty spicy. So we don't know why. Hang on. Let's see if we can do a quick search. So reminder, 2 p.m. we'll have the Swarm report today. There's actually some good updates in AI. I don't want to say good updates, but there are updates in AI. I mean, markets looking trash. So let's see. Yeah, I would love to know why. I something tells me related to that mint. Oh, dude. Okay, hang on. I wonder. Let's see. I don't know if you guys noticed this morning, but Twitter was down. You guys see there was a Twitter outage this morning? It kind of might be back. Yeah, I think Twitter. I think we might have a Twitter outage here. All right. Maybe. Wait, hang on. Let's see. Yeah, any of you guys can get on Twitter right now? I got a feeling. Yep. Yeah, bummer. Yeah, I got up this morning and started doing some prep, and right then it was down, and looks like we're down again. Bummer. But whatever, no biggie. No biggie. I think we got in what we needed to. So we'll run back through our socials. There we go. All right, guys. Make sure you follow along, subscribe over on YouTube. It's at SlamX Official. Got some more stuff coming, more clips, more content, more shorts, more streams. More streams. You can follow us at CryptoSlam.io over on X, if you can even get there. Definitely follow SlamAI_XYZ. Like, really, really awesome stuff coming. Can't wait to chat with the team today, because I think we have some very... we got some shit coming. There we go. Follow the Swarm_AI. Some new news or announcements coming with this very, very soon. I cannot wait to drop some of this stuff. So hopefully today... Don't hold me to it. We'll see. We'll chat today. There you go. You can follow me at Hudah_idiot, guys. I hope you have an excellent day. I hope to see you over on the Swarm Report. But if not, we'll definitely see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channels. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you. Peace.